All right, let's talk about the couple of things that's trending online, guys. So there was news about a man in Europe who received a over 122,000 euro ish deposit into his savings account, and he thought it was a mistake, and he told him, he said, "Hey, I think you guys made a mistake," but the bank told him, "No, it's not a mistake. You can keep it."
Wouldn't happen here.
What would you have done in this situation? You want to go? Did you say it wouldn't have been you?
I said that wouldn't happen. He's in another country. That wouldn't happen here in the States because it has happened.
Yeah.
And people have been like, well, I'm just going to do some stuff and have a good time. And then the bank eventually figures it out and goes, we need that.
I'm assuming that the moment you think about withdrawing, that they already got you flagged. Like 122 euros, like $129,000, so give or take. I don't know the conversion rate. What would you have done in that scenario?
I definitely would have said, like, I would not touch it, especially here in the U.S. I would say, is this real? If it isn't, I got a contract here that says if it is, I'm ready for you guys to sign it and whatnot.
Yeah, I'd be wanting something in writing.
I said the exact same thing earlier.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to sign anything.
But at least say, yes, or at least get something, or at least have my lawyer there and present or something. But, no, I would not touch that money. I would call the bank immediately because you do not want to owe the bank anything, especially here in the States.
But, I mean, if they confirm to you verbally. That's a verbal contract, man. Hey, that's your money.
I don't want down because I can tell you if they figure their mistake out, they're going to be like, "We never said a word, do you? What are you talking about?"
I was saying I would record it.
That's why I would prefer to do contract. At least with contract, it's written. There's really no takebacks, and if they try to sue you, you can countersue them with that contract and even win more money.
I mean, there's like a current. It's not a bank thing.
And there's the name of the bank that I'm going to be applying to.
There's currently a couple in California who bought a home, and they've had it for quite a while, but it had 2 mortgages on it. And the house got, sold to different servicers multiple times.
I think I heard it to the point where they didn't even know who owned the house anymore or something like that?
The second mortgage, that kind of somehow fell through the cracks.
Okay.
And the family was like, we don't know who has, you have our second mortgage, we need to pay, what do we need to do? And the bank was like, oh no, that's been handled, you don't owe that anymore. And they did have it in writing because they were very confused, like what happened, we didn't finish paying for it.
And that happened here in the States?
In California.
So they got it in writing. Did it work?
They got it in writing, and now several years later, they suddenly get a letter in the mail from some random
asshole,
not a mortgage company, but one of those they buy homes and whatnot. Who's like, so your house is about to be foreclosed upon because you never paid for that second mortgage, and we got it. So get ready, you're gonna have to leave soon. And of course she was like, what do you mean? I have proof here.
I bet it didn't matter. I bet it didn't matter.
So they're trying to figure out what they need to do because they're like whoever this company is like, we own it now. So
that's bureaucracy. I believe that because whether it's verbal contract or in writing, I don't think it would have worked. That they got lawyers watching lawyers, so they don't even if they make a mistake, it's still your fault. So. I don't know, man. I guess this guy did the right thing. His conscience got the best of him, and he decided to just double check, triple check. 24 hours later, they realized their mistake. Let me see if I can find exactly what went down. Let me if I can. What's going on with the background here? All right, I'll just read anyway. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. Yuslain Khan was accidentally given $129,344 into his savings account. He was even more shocked when the bank let him keep it, but he thought better. And after several phone calls, the money was returned. I'd be set up for life, he said, if I had kept it. But if I was going to keep the money, I wouldn't have told anyone. I took the initiative to make them aware of this. I was put on hold 3 times only to be spared, only to be assured that there was nothing to worry about. and it took them 24 hours to realize their mistake. So, I mean, all that assurance, all that, yeah, it's not your fault, everything's fine, everything's good, and he was a stand-up guy. Like you said, like you said you would have did the same thing. You would have just triple checked, double checked.
Like, because here's the thing, you don't want to owe any money, especially that. Like, if it's
That
like,
amount?
if
Yeah.
it's like a couple $100, I mean, I still would.
They might still come after you, but yeah.
Exactly. But when you have that amount,
You know something's
that's
up.
a mortgage right there. That's a mortgage price right there, and that's going to take a long time to pay off.
Yeah.
But he did the right thing. I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, only I right now would be in jail. They came on to me. But let me know what you guys, what would you have done in that scenario?